Hello everyone, today we're learning mציעא Daf Pevov. It says the Gemara, 4 lines down, Pevov Amud Amar Rav Kana, Ishtoili Rav Choma told me a story, and he was a Bar, the son of Barte, the daughter of Chasa. So he was a grandson of Chasa. The Rabbi Bar Nachmani, Agav Shamda Nach Nafshei. He died because of Shamda. What does that mean? Says Rashi, because of the fear of the kingdom. What happens? Ochlu Beikruta, they snitched on him, Malkat the king. Omru, they said, Ikachad Gavra, there's one man, and that was Rabbi Bar Nachmani, Beyudoi in the Jewish people, the Komevatel, that he's canceling Tresar Alfei Gavra Yisrael, 12,000 people from Israel a month, Yarcha Bekaita, a month in the month, Yarcha Bestava, in a month in between the summer and the winter and autumn. And because he'd do like a yeshiva, like a yarchikala, that everyone would come learn by him. And then when the people from the king would go collect the taxes, they were not there in the field to collect the monthly tax. Mikarga de Malka, from the tax of the king. Shodru Paristika de Malka Basra, they sent the messenger of the king to go find him. Veloy Ashkech, and he couldn't find him. Arak ve'ozal, he ran away and he went from Mipumbedisa to a place called Akra, Akra le'agma, Agma le'shchin, Mishchin le'tzrifa, Mitzrifa le'ena demayim, Me'ena demayim le'pumbedita. He ran away from all these places. Pumbedita, what happened? Ashkeche, he found him. What happened? Ikla parista de malka la'u ishpiza de Rabba. The messenger of the king, by chance, went to the same hotel where Rabba was staying. And over there, what happened was, Karivu taka kame, they gave him a cup in front of him, Vashkuyu, and they gave him to drink, Trei kosi, 2 cups of wine, Vidalyu letoka mikame, and after 2 cups, they took away the cup from him. And we know that if you drink 2 or 4 or 6 cups of wine, and not like 1 or 3 or 5, so the Shadim have control. Oda Partsufel Achere, his face went backwards. Omrule, they told Rabba, my Navid, what should we do? Late. Gabor de Malku is a messenger of the king. If he dies or something happens to him, we'll get into big trouble. Omar lehu, so Rabba told him, Karivu takalekame, give him another cup, Vashkuyu chad kos, and give him to drink 1 more cup. Vidalyu letakamikame, and take it away from him, and then he'll have 3 cups altogether. Velisti, and he'll get better. Ovdule hochi, they did so. Veisti, and he got better. Omar, so the messenger of the king said, Meide Adana, I know the Gavra de Kaboina, the person who I'm looking for, Ochehu, he's here. You realize that only someone great like Rabba would know how to solve the issue. He looked for him, and he called him, Omar, Azlina meho, I'm going to go away from here, and I'm not going to take you because you saved my life. But if they kill me and they tell me we're going to kill you if you don't tell us where Rabba is, Loy Megalina, I'm not going to say, and I'm going to let them kill me. But if they punish me and they give me Yisurim, they torture me, Loy Megalina, I will say, because I won't be able to stand the torture and not to say where he's hiding. And then he went away, and then they caught Rabba and Asiu lekamei, they brought him, Ailu le'adura, they put him into a room, V'tarke lebova be'anpe, and they closed the door behind him and locked it. So what does Rabba do? He asks Hashem for help. Parak Hashita, the wall fell down. Orak, he ran away, V'ozi lagman, he went to hide by the lake. Abba Yosef Agidra de Dekula, he sat on a chop of a piece that when they cut down a palm tree, the bottom piece on the floor, the Kogoris, and he was learning. What was he learning? He said, Komifli gave him a sif to the Rekia, the Machloikis in Shamayim. It says in the Pasuk, Im Beres Koidemes Lesar Lovon Tome. Beres is a type of Turas, so if that happens, it's like a white thing on your skin. If that's there before the white hair comes, so it's a Siman Tumah. The Imsar Lovon Koidem Beres Beif is first the white hair and then the Beres comes, and then it's Torah. Sofek, what's the din if we don't know what came first? So HaKadosh Baruch Hu Omer Torah, HaKadosh Baruch Hu said it's Torah, but Kulu Masim to the Rekia, and everyone in Shemayim said Amri Tomeh. By Amri, and they said, Ma Noichach, who's going to prove, who's going to be paskin between Hashem and the whole Nativ to the Rekia? So they said, Noichach, Rabba Bar Nachmani, let him be paskin this. Why? Doma Rabba Bar Nachmani, Ani Yochid ben Ogoyim, I'm very experienced, like Yochid B'Dora in dinim of Tzoras and Egoim, and Yochid Ba'oilos, also in the din of Oilos, I'm a big professional. And so therefore he should paskin. Shodru Shlichu Basrei, they sent Malach HaMavis to get him. Lo have a motzi Malach HaMavis lemikravle. He couldn't get him. Why? Medulo have a koposik. Pumi Megirsi was learning non-stop, and when you're learning, the Malach HaMavis doesn't have control over you. Hadeochi, meanwhile, Noshav Zika, a wind came, the Abish Beini Konya, and he went between the konim over there. It's like bamboos. Sova, so Rabbi Barachmani thought, Gunda, it's the Parshihu. It's the king's messengers were coming on horses to catch him. Omar, he said, Teinach nafshe deo gavra, I prefer to die, v'lo yimosa biyode de malchusa, not to be caught by the kingdom. Kiavo, konich nafshe, when he was dying, the Malach Mavis, now he stopped learning to take him. Omar, he said, what's the din? Tor, he passed in like a Kadosh Baruch Hu. Yotzu baske v'omar, ashrecha Rabba Bar Nachmani, shagufcha Torah, your body is pure. Yotzu shmoscha b'Torah, and you went out in purity when you passed in Torah. Nofal pitka mirikia bepumbedisa. A paper came out of the sky in Pumbedisa because he was hiding by the lake. No one knew where he was, and that he died. And it said on the paper, Rabbi Bar Nachmani nisbakish b'yeshiva shel Mala died. Rabbi Nachmani died. Everyone should know. And we know about this pitka of Nachman Meuman that came out. So they claim about some years ago that it says the school of Nachman Meuman. Just here we could see that there is such a musig. I'm not saying that it's true or not. Nofku Abaye v'Rova v'Kulu Rabbanon le'Yisuke be'ir. Abaye v'Rova and all the Rabbanon went to deal with Rabbi Rachmani who passed away. Lo yaveh yedei duchte. They didn't know where he was hiding. Where's his body? Ozlu lagma. They went to the lake. Chozu tzafri demetaleli b'kaimi. They saw these birds standing in one place in there and doing shade. In one place, Amri Shma Mino Hosamu. He must be there. And they went there and they found him. Subdu, they were maspit in Plosa Yomi 3 days, Vitlosa Leilosa, and 3 nights. Nofal Pitka, another paper came out of Shemaim, and it said, Kola Pirish, anyone who goes away from here and is not mamshich to be maspit, Ia benidu, you'll be in a cherem, in a nidu. Subdu Shiva Yomi. So they continued until it was a total of 7 days of Espedim. Nofal Pitka, another paper came out, Lechu lebetechem l'sholom, you could all go home in peace. Au Yoima denach nafshei. That day he passed away. Dalia Zafa, a big wind came, the Dori Laitaya, and he threw this Arab. Kirochiv Gamla, when he was riding a camel, Mai Gisa Dinar Papa, from one side of the river Papa, Veshadi Ba'ach Gisa, and threw him to the other side of the river because the wind was so strong. Oma, my hi, what's going on in the world? Amrle, they told him, Noch Nafshedi Rabbi Bar Nachmani. Rabbi Nachmani died and the world's going crazy. Oma Lefonov, he said to Hashem, Riboyna Shaloilam, Kula Alma Didochu, the whole world's yours. Rabbi Bar Nachmani Didoch. And Rabbi Nachman is yours. At the Rabbi of Rabbi Didoch, you're together now, he died. Why are you destroying the world with such a big wind? Noch Zafe, the wind calmed down. Rab Shimon ben Chalafta Baal Bosave, he was a fat man. Yom Echad, one day, he was very hot, it was a hot day, Solik Yosef Ashina de Tura, he went and sat at the top of the mountain. Amalele Barte, he told his daughter, Biti, my daughter, Anifa ale b'menifa, take like a menifa, it's like a thing that you make wind with. Make me like a fan, and I'm going to pay you. I'm going to give you this, like it's a type of perfume that was made out of herbs called neret. Adeochi, meanwhile, Nosh Vazika, wind came and it cooled down the temperature. Omar, he said, Kama kikoran de neret lemoridechi, how many loaves of this perfume deserves the master of the wind, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, how many akaras atoiv, how much do we owe to HaKadosh Baruch Hu for the wind that comes all the time and cools us down? We learned in the Mishnah, Akol Kimenega Medina, that how much you have to feed the Poyalim. Said the Gemara, Akol Asuye Mai, what are they coming to include? La'asuye, Ba'asr den Ige Michrach Rifte Mishta Anpeka, in a place where they give a sandwich and they give a drink. And he says, the boss tells his workers, please come early to work because I'm giving you nice drink and good food. They could tell him, you have no power, this is a minig and this is what you owe us and we're not coming any earlier to the job. Said the Gemara, said the Mishnah, we bring a quote to the Mishnah. So we learned in the Mishnah the Akol Keminig Medina, and then we had a story to say that Rabbi Yochanan ben Masya sent his son to rent Poyalim, and he told them to, and he said Mezoinis, and then he told them, oh, if you promise them Mezoinis, you have to give them much more. But we just said Akol Keminig Medina, L'chor it's a steer to what we just said. So now the Gemara straight away says, Maisa listo, you tell me a din and then you bring a story the opposite. It doesn't make, that's no way how you talk. Normally you bring a Maisa, a story to prove your point. Says the Gemara, the Mishnah is missing a part, and this is chat in the Mishnah. If someone who rented Poelim said, I'll give you Mizoinis, and now the Minhag Medina is anyway to give Mizoinis. So why is he saying, I'm going to give you Mizoinis? Ribolaim, it means I'll give you extra. And then we say a proof from the story, and it's a proof to what we're saying, because he said Mizoinis and it was extra, and then he said, you're giving them too much. Maisenami, Rabbi Yochanan ben Masya, Shomar Lebnoi, he told the son, says, go get us some workers. Olach, he went to Pasak Le Mizoinis, he promised them food. When he came back to his father, even if you're going to give them a great meal, like Suda of Shlomo when he was a king, and we're going to see soon how big his Suda was. Why? Every Jew is a son of Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, who had even a bigger Suda. So it's not enough. And therefore he told them to paskin, to give them less. You want to tell me this Avraham Avinu Adifim with the Shlomo had a bigger meal? But it said in the pasuk about Shlomo, the bread of Shlomo liyoim echad for one day. 30 kor, that's a big amount of clean flour. V'shishim kor kemach, and 60 of normal flour. Asar bakar brim, 10 healthy animals. V'asar bakarei, and 10 that don't work and they just eat in the field. Umeatzoin, and 100 sheep, levad, except of ail, v'tzvi b'yachmar, different types of deers. Ubarburim avusim, we're going to see soon what that means. V'omar gurion ben estion and mishmei derav, alolu, all this flour that we spoke about, and the clean flour is only la milan shel tabochin, is the bread that you make to put on the top of the pots to clean out the dirt at the top of the pot. It wasn't even to eat. To eat, there was much more. He said a different pshat. It was for a specific type of bread that you make that's called tikik dera. It's not even the main bread in the meal. Shlomo had 1,000 wives. Each one did this amount of food for him every day. Why? My time the woman number one thought maybe he's going to eat by me today. And woman number two thought so he made such a big meal times 1,000. What type of meal did Avram have when the visitors came? Avram ran to the cows. Veikach ben Bokar, Rach v'toy, v'omar Rav Yehuda omar Rav, ben Bokar echod is one. Rach, it means two. V'toy shloisha, so he only had 3 cows, much smaller meal. So why do we say that? Because he's the kid of Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, he deserves a bigger meal. So the Gemara, the difference. Also, by Avraham, it was 3 cows for 3 people. But over here by Shlomo, the meal was for all the Israel and Yehuda, Shenemar Yehuda, Israel, Rabin Kochel Ashar Tzfasayom. So when we look at it for one person in the meal, the food of Avraham was a bigger meal. What does that mean? It means geese that they forced to eat a lot and they get very fat. It's a type of geese that they stuff themselves naturally. You don't have to stuff them yourself. They brought a ox that never did any work in the field, and its meat is tasty. And a chicken mash basar that from where she eats and where she hangs around, so that she never had any babies to weaken her, and it's very tasty. And Omar Rabbi Yochanan, mufchash bebeima is the best behema is sure is the ox. Mufchash bebeima is the best bird to eat is tarnagolis, is a chicken, a female chicken. Omar Meima, zakta uchmasa. The zakta uchmasa means a chicken, a female chicken, black one, beibat nisa, that she gets fed at home, or with a big stomach, tu pshatim in Rashi, the mashkachta, that she hangs around beini atri, between where you make the wine, and she eats all the pieces of the grapes, the inside. The loimatzia pasia kanya, that she's so fat she can't even walk properly. That type of chicken they ate in the Suda Shloima. Now we're going back to the pasuk we said. Velabokor rotz Avrom, Omer Rav Yehuda Omer Rav, Ben Bokor Echod, Rach Shnaim, V'Toiv Shloisha. Asa Gemara ve'eim echad kedar in shirach v'tov. Maybe it means only one, like people say soft and good, and it means only one. It doesn't mean two. So the Gemara im ken lichtov rach tov. It should have said soft and good without the vov. My vetov. Why is the vov coming to include? Shma min ol drasha. It's coming to tell you that it's not stam how people say. It means a drasha to say two cows. So frag the Gemara im trey. Maybe only two. How do we know three? So the Gemara midit toiv ledrosha, since toiv is ledrosha because it has the extra vav. Rach nami ledrosha, so we know rach is also coming to ledrosha, and therefore three cows. Mosi Rabba bar Ula ve'item Rabba Oishia ve'ema ve'item Rav Nosim bar Rabba Oishia. It says in the pasuk ve'itel ananar ve'ema lasos oisoi. It says oisoi, it doesn't say oisom. So the Gemara kol chad v'chad yovel inar chad. Yeah, no chinami, to each kid he gave one, but there are three kids who he gave them to take care of these cows, to make them ready. Ve'ikach chemo v'cholov, he took butter and milk, uben abokra she'osa, and the meat that he made from the cow, from the baby cow, va'iten lifneim, and he gave it in front of them. Said the Gemara, dekama dematya, aisele kamai. Whatever was ready, he brought in front of them. He didn't wait until everything is ready and then he brought it in front of them, like sometimes they do at restaurants. He gave it all straight away and it was fresh and tasty. So why do you need so many cows? 3 cows, it's a lot of meat. Tiske bechad, is one not enough for 3 people? He wanted to feed them each one a full tongue in mustard, and it's a very expensive dish, and probably they'd eat then a whole tongue by themselves. So each to have 3 tongues, they need to shech 3 cows. Don't change from what the minig amokim is. Shari Moshe Ola Lamorim went up to Shemaim veloy ochal lechem, like in Shemaim no one eats bread, so Moshe also never ate bread. Malachi Ashoris, when they came to Avram, Yodu Lemato v'ochlu lechem, and they ate, and Malachim don't normally eat. V'ochlu lechem, correctly more v'ochlu salkedaitach. Do you really think the Malachim ate? They're not capable of eating. It looked like that they ate, so don't be meshane if the minig is to eat. Even if you're not eating, your malach, make believe you're eating. Omarav, Yuda Omarav, Kol Masha Osa Avrom Lemaloche Ashores Ba'atzmoi Oso. Anything that he did for his guests who are the Malachim, that he did it by himself, no alidei shliach HaKadosh Baruch Hu Lebona Ba'atzmoi. Osa HaKadosh Baruch Hu Lebona Ba'atzmoi. Hashem did it himself to the kids of Avrom. We'll see soon what we mean. Anything they did with a messenger, Osa HaKadosh Baruch Hu Lebona Alidei shliach. Hashem sent also a shliach to do it. So now we're going to explain. Vela Bokorot Avrom keneged that, and he did it by himself. Keneged that v'ruach nosom eis Hashem. Avrom by himself went and v'ikachim v'cholov. Hashem did the neni marmti lochem lechem in Hashemayim. He gave mon. V'u oimed alechem tachos oeit. Hashem did keneged that ineni oimed lefonecha shom alatzur. It says Avrom by himself. Avrom oilech imom leshalchom to be melav them. Hashem oilech lifneim yoimom himself. Then it says, Yukach no me'at mayim. Avram offered them some water b'alidei shliach. The case of Batzur. So Hashem sent water to Klal Yisrael b'alidei Moshe. And we're going to see soon some people learn that there's a different thing that Hashem paid back for this part. We'll have this in mind, that Yukach no me'at mayim. Over here it says that for that was Hashem gave them the water of the stone. Soon we're going to see something else. V'yotzu mimenu mayim. V'shos. So that was alidei shliach, alidei Moshe. So the Gemara pliga the Rav Chama bar Chanina. It's a machlokes. This price that we just said is not like what Rav Chama bar Chanina says. The Omer Rav Chama bar Chanina v'chein toned be Rabbi Shmuel, in the price of Rabbi Shmuel it says the same. B'schar shloisha zochu l'shloisha. B'schar 3 things. The zoche for 3 things. B'schar chema v'cholov zochu lemon. Because he gave them butter and milk, Klal Yisrael zoche for the mon. B'schar v'oimed aleim that he went to greet them zochu la'amud onon. But b'schar yukach no me'at mayim, for that they gave them water with a shliach zochu lebe'er shel Miriam. There was zoicha for the water from the bear, from the well of Miriam, and that's not like what it said before, that there was zoicha for getting the water from the rock when Moshe hit the rock, and that's the machlokes. Said the Gemara, yukach no me'at mayim v'rachtu ragleichem. So he gave them water to wash their legs. Amar Rav Yanai bar Rabbi Shmuel, Amruloi, they told him, v'chibar v'im chashashtonu, you choshed us that we Arab shemishtachavim la'avek ragleim, that they bow down to the dust of the legs. That was what the Arabs used to do those days. They're making us wash it off, the dust on our legs. From you, Ishmael is going to come out, and from you, and that's the way they behave. And until today, we say that the Arabs, maybe they don't bow down to the dust of the legs, but they bow down a lot. So it says Hashem appeared to Avram when he was alone in Marmara, and he was sitting in the front of the tent, and it was very hot. What did that mean? It was the third day after Avram did his bris, and that's when he hurts the most. Baruch Hu came to visit him. Hashem took out the sun that it should be very hot, that people shouldn't be in the street, the Orchim shouldn't come, and he shouldn't be too working himself with Orchim when he's in such pain. Avram sent out Eliezer, his slave, to go outside to find guests. Nofak, he went, he couldn't find any. So Avram told him, I don't believe you didn't find any guests. I know the Amrit Hamon, and that's what they say in Eretz Yisrael, less emunusa ba'avdi, you can't trust avodim. Nofak, he went outside by himself, Avram. Chazil HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Koya Bava, he saw, HaKadosh Baruch Hu saw him there, he's on the door. And that's Pshat and Pasuk, Al not Tavar Ma'alav Decho. Kevon the Chaza, the Ka'as of Ashari, since he saw that he's banded up and the miller was all, he had a bandage on it. It's not normal. The Orchim said it's not normal to be over here. The guy's in pain. And that's in the Pasuk. I mean, they were literally over there, and then and then he had to chase them. Were they there, or did he have to chase them? Because at the beginning they were there, and then when they saw he's in a bandage, it went away because they didn't want to bother him, so he chased them. Mikara Asu, the Gemara explains, they came close. When they saw that he's in tzara, they said, "Oh, it's not normal to bother someone in such pain," and they went away, and he chased them. Man knew Shloisha Anoshim. Who are these three Anoshim? Michael, Gabriel, and Rafal, the three Melochim. Michael Shabol Levasa Sora, that she's going to have a child. Rafal Shabol Rafes Avram from the Bris Milah. Gabriel Oza Lemei Pchelestoim. He went to turn over Stoim. Praktik Moravok Siva Yavo Shnei Amalochim Stoim Oberev. And you're telling me that only Gabriel went to turn over Stoim. So the Gemara, the Ozal Michael Ba'adei, and Michael went together with Gabriel to save Avram's relative Lot. They can bring you right. It says Beloshen Yochid that he turned over the Stoim and Amora. It doesn't say in Loshen Rabbim that they both did it. Shmami know that only Gabriel was Oifech Stoim and the other Malach only went to save Lot. Shkoyach. Everyone should have a blessed day.